Alright, today we're having a look at Toggle's Canyon Dash by Velma Forever. Alright, so here we are in Toggle's Canyon Dash, and this was, I found on Reddit actually. Wait, L1. Hi! That this was, said to be. Oh, we got loading! No loading! No loading! The internets are terrible tonight. I might give this an extra minute if the loading's really bad. Said that this was an homage to Boomtown, and LBP1's Boomtown is one of my favorites, so... See, that's what loading does to you. Oh, gosh. Gosh! No! No, Velma Forever, I really want to look at more. This looks beautiful. What I can see of it looks great, but, jeepers. Jeepers creepers. Come on, 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 come on. There you go. Good, good, good. Run! Okay, hopefully... now, they did say... Oh, fudge. They did say that this had, in one particular section, crumbs. In one particular section, they did say that there was a problem with loading, so... What's going on with this? Oh, that's cool. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. I don't like that, though. Ha! Wait, are you gonna... It's just not gonna move anymore. That's fine. It doesn't have to move anymore. I love the look of this. I think I can definitely say that most strongly, that the look of this is just flippin' awesome. And I really like that little gameplay mechanic there. It's so seldom that I run into Toggle, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't like Toggle very much. Not a super huge fan. Appreciate the signposting, by the way. Also, that cow. I am rushing a little bit. Sorry about that. What is going on here? What do you want? Well, you gave me a box. Should I have this box? It's gonna blow up. Is it gonna go... Do I need it to be someplace? Box, come with me. Maybe? No? Probably not. Oh, what? Hello? Was that a thing? Did I need that to be a thing? What is this intended to... Hello? Okay, we got another box. That's fine. Where do you need to go? Box? Should I put you by the minecart? There's other explodey things in the minecart, so... No? Hello? Well... Eh? What do I do? I've buggered something. Maybe? Is it broken? Maybe not broken? Maybe just I don't know what I'm doing? I mean, come on. It's quite common that I have no idea what I'm doing. Hello? Bagon! Oh my god, we killed the cow! What have we done? Oh, we're supposed to do that. But oh, there's only 2 seconds left. Okay, we gotta go back to the hub. See you there. See ya! And we're back. And Toggle's Canyon Dash by Velma Forever. And I think it's a really solid green circle. It's a great level that I really enjoyed. Has a few issues, but the ones that are within control of the creator, I think, are relatively minor ones. Now, to focus on the positive points to start off first, and you've got to take a look at just the whole theming and visual presentation and an auditory presentation of the level. They are top-notch. They are absolutely excellent. It really nails the feel of the original Boomtown levels, which is good because it's an homage, but it doesn't feel like it's just using those materials, but it's really kind of coming from that place, and I thought that was really well done. There is a lot of movement in the level. It's very, very dynamic. That's something that I always love to see in levels, that it's not just this kind of static environment that's sitting there and doing nothing. And you see that the dynamism is on full display throughout the entire level here. There's lots of things that are kind of shaking back and forth and bouncing up and down, both things that are affecting gameplay and things that are just kind of cruft in the background. We will talk a little bit about cruft, though, a little later on, but I just love all of that aspect of the level. I think that it was great. As far as the gameplay, that, you know, you've got a pretty solid on Toggle level here. I'm not a super big fan of Toggle. I think that the bigger Toggle form tends to get kind of short shrift in a lot of levels where a lot of the focus is on the smaller toggle because it's a lot easier to get around and keep up momentum and speed. Didn't see that on display here, that the big toggle form is necessary for certain aspects of the gameplay of the level. Of course, you've got those launchers. We see those in a lot of levels. You know, you become big toggle, it presses the launcher down. You become little toggle, it sends you up. But we see those all over the level. They're well implemented. They're also well signposted. I like that the signs on them were animated. Thought that was really, really good. But also in the rotating bits, the rotating metal bits, and if you land on those as little toggle, and it gives you kind of like a spike death, you can kind of hear the spike death sound. You land on them as big toggle and they stop, you can be using them as platforms. I thought that was really cool. It was really inventive, and it's something that I don't think I've really seen very often in levels, in toggle levels. So that was really well done. That was really cool. The gameplay has got, for the most part, a pretty nice pacing to it. There's not too many bits of slowdown. There are a few places where you could get into frustration loops. One of them I found was the buildings. There's a series of bouncing buildings. They joggle up and down. They move back and forth. You've got to jump from one to the other, and then from that into a bounce platform, and then you kind of move on. It's not a super long section, but it's really easy to get tossed off those buildings because you're navigating them as little toggle, and there's not a lot of weight to that character. And then you kind of have to go through the entire thing again. And the more you rush, the more likely it is that you're going to get tossed off and then have to do the whole thing over again. It's really easy to get into a frustration loop in that section, and if you feel that that's going on, then take a pause right there, take a deep breath, go back to it. It's not that difficult, but it can be a little bit frustrating. But otherwise, it's pretty easy to keep up the pace through the level. It's a nice smooth pace, and I appreciated that a lot. There's two kind of secret areas. There's one, it looks like, I'm trying to remember because I found the first secret a couple weeks ago, actually. I've been trying to record this for a while. And it's like a secret score bubble, and there's another where there's a bunch of secret score bubbles that I used to get myself up to 3rd place, so I was pretty proud about that, but I do love to see secrets in levels. As far as kind of sliding into the slightly more negative points, but they're minor negative points, one that I found was a bit of signposting that we saw in the video, where you've got to get that explosive block down off the cliff, and to bring the cliff down, and that we blow up the cow on accident. I had no idea the first time through that I was supposed to be doing that. Only on repeated plays did I notice that there's a very minor dotted line bit of material there to indicate where the block is supposed to go. It's kind of weird because there is a later section in the level where it's really clearly signposted that something explosive is supposed to go in this place to, you know, allow you to progress, and I don't know why they use that very easy to see visual indicator in the second explosive obstacle and not in the first one, because it's super easy to overlook what you're supposed to be doing in that one bit. Another slightly negative point, now I did say that the level was very well presented, and I loved all the dynamism, I loved all the cruft in the level, but it does push it really close to the edge of what levels can handle, what the engine can handle, and I noticed a number of times a significant slowdown in the level. Now, part of that does have to do, of course, with a player's individual internet connection and the robustness of that internet connection, but I think like any more in the level, and it probably would have broken, but the slowdown can cause trouble with timing of jumps and causing you to miss things or miss score chains. The thing I found that was most prevalent in was the cart that we saw at the end of our look at video, where there's a slowdown on a snapshot, a bit of snapshot logic that'll take a picture, and that compounded with the movement of the cart and other things going on in the level, it can cause it to slow down in that section, which means that you're not going to hit the timing on a jump that you need to do so that you're not thrown out of the cart. as you're crossing a gap, and that was a little bit annoying, but you know, that's just the way it works out sometimes when you've got these very visually dense levels with lots of movement in them. Another thing to think about density, I noticed that it's a chunkier level. You're looking at something between probably 8 and 10 minutes at least, maybe up closer to 13 depending on how many times you die. Not everybody's going to have that time to devote to the level. But that's not really something that the creator can account for, but I do wonder if it might have been better to make this into 2 separate levels and make the Boomtown section, because that section's actually really quite short, the actual in Boomtown Market section as a separate secondary level, and then allow the getting to Boomtown level to stand on its own. That might make the timing a little bit more manageable, but that's really up to the creator. I'm not saying that the creator needs to go back and make that change, but it might make it a little bit easier on players. Speaking of, not enough people have played this level. Even now, it's been a couple of weeks since the level's out. It's only got 115 plays on it, and that is shameful because this level is great. So, give Velma Forever some love. He's done a great job with this. Did talk to him a little bit on Reddit. It is a he. I had questions about that. Apparently it was his mom's account. But give this level some love. Give it the plays that it deserves, because it really deserves more than it's got. But I think that pretty much does it for us here at This Go About. So from me, Disco, here in Tokyo, to all of you out there, wherever you may happen to be, thank you. Arigato, sayonara, see you, and ciao.